Time with Kemba, Life Lessons with Love. Okay, first off, I want to say I greatly appreciate my beautiful subscribers who have helped me grow to 121. It's not a lot, but in the space of time, we're growing. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep swimming. All right. Today, yesterday was Father's Day, and guys, my dad, I would have shown my dad the video, and he was laughing and he was like, you remember a lot. But that's not my topic today. My topic today is really about. First of all, before I continue on what my topic is, I want you guys to know that I can come on my video here with no makeup on, barefaced, makeup on, however I feel because we family. I don't want you guys to feel like trying to catfish nobody. You know what I'm saying? No. On my channel, I'm letting you know this is a normal person, normal issues, normal flaws. We here, right? We family. I got you, you got me. No judgment, no nothing. You guys could be real and just comment whatever you guys think. There's no judgment. We're gonna talk about it. And we're just here moving through this thing called life together. Alright? So guys, I wanted to spend the day with my dad yesterday. I hope you guys had a beautiful Father's Day. And I told you guys this is a time I really, really enjoy and appreciate. This morning I got up and prayed and I was like, God, I'm so thankful that I have my dad around. And I could just bask in his ambience and just listen to his voice and listen to his stories because he gave a lot of insight for me on relationships, on work-wise, on career, and financial, and just life lessons on being a parent, because I'm a single parent like him. And yeah, it was a beautiful time and I really enjoyed seeing him and my son play. And guys, my son has a colostomy, a stoma with his colon on the outside, and I would see where his colon would come out, and my father will pick him up and bring him and be like, nada, and just wait for me to fix him up and for him to get him back to play with him. And it was just so beautiful, and I really appreciate those moments. It's something that, listen, gosh, really love my dad, guys. Really love these male. I love these kings. They are so awesome. A lot of us is just really overlook these men, I show my mother some way with you Jezebel self. I have my reasons for saying that, but I'm sure she probably does study my dad. Because I would have, But anyway, today I want to talk about coping with loss, Because realizing how much I have yesterday, I said I want to do the opposite of seeing with how much I have. I want to share with you guys how I dealt with so much I've lost. I know when COVID hit, some of you guys would have lost family members, friends, loved ones, even your life partner. We all have lost someone at some point in time of our lives that really affected us. And it's really a tough transition because even though a death took place, something was born, was born. Rebooted. That's not a word? No. But you know what I mean? Death and new life took place, basically. And when I mean new life, with every new cycle, with every new train of thought is a rebirth of something, a birth of something, because how you think and how you see something is how you're going to go forward to it. And that could change your course of life. So we want to talk today about lost. And I know you guys would have dealt with it. Each and every one of you would have dealt with it so differently. And you guys are strong in your own life. Even though if you needed help, you are strong. You are still here today. And it's something you have to live with. It was a new way of life. So that's why I use the words rebirth, Because when my brother died, I died. And I know when you're going through that space of feeling like you lost something, you lost someone, it leaves you in a space of that left out in the desert without water, sometimes without direction, without a compass, without a sense of direction. You just become still. A still moment in that lasts forever in a desert with no direction. You just feel abandoned spiritually, emotionally, mentally, even physically, because some of you guys don't eat, you don't drink, you're just lost. You detach yourself from within yourself. And guys, I want to let you know, no amount of friends reaching out telling you, hey, I understand. No amount of tenderness a physical being could provide could stop that pain and that hurt. Nothing. There were times where I would lie down on my bed for hours, day in, day out, just feeling like I was so deep within myself, I detached from mental consciousness of being aware that I'm here. So it's like my body functioning, but my mind and my spirit, they were all cast away. You know what I mean? And you sink yourself into the comfort of depression, because everything that has color, it affects, it turns gray. Food has no taste. It doesn't matter what chef could cook, or if you like your mother's stew, chicken and dumpling, you lost the taste for the things that you like. Because dealing with loss is like cutting off an arm and trying to write on that same side. That's how serious coping with loss is. I want to tell you guys the journey I had when I lost my brother, the in-depth spiritual and mental and emotional conflict I would have entered, because I started to get sick to the point where my dad would come every Sunday to check up on me and just to spend the day, because he knew that something was wrong with me. I have a friend, Raymond. He would pick me up at nights. I would be on the floor in a fetal position, just grieving, screaming, just grieving and screaming, and just I was losing my mind. Because when at that point in time when we was working in the office at ICO, my brother would be home waiting up for me, and when I enter the room, then he would be like, right, you reach home, everything good? And he would take out the DVD where he'll be watching Martin, because we love to watch reruns of old sitcoms. And he will take out the TV and he will be like, right, I'm going to sleep, I leave 2 cigarettes for you. You know? So I get accustomed to that routine. So when he wasn't there no more to receive me at home, I used to stand up outside my house from 11:30 to 3:30, just stand up smoking, because I don't know how to enter the house without him being there to receive me. And I would just get flashbacks, and I used to get like a PTSD, like my brother died from a gunshot wound to his chest, and I would get it and I would shock. So like if I hold in a glass, I would just feel the shock, just so I just drop glass and break. And so my family, especially my dad, he knew I was sick. I was starting to become ill, and I would just be. I went through this period where after we buried him and stuff, well, cremated him, which I was pretty upset about, you know, but you know, it happened. And after that whole second dealing, because going to a funeral is like a next, is like, to me, it was like, this now happen again. It's like reliving the lost, you know, it wasn't healing for me. So I and God end up in this very estranged relationship. Because where I used to pray a lot and reach out to him a lot, I started to curse God. Because how could you take away something that you know that I really couldn't be without? How can you take away someone I would pray for protection and stuff like that? Like, who was I praying to? So my faith in God was totally demolished. Totally demolished, guys. I was literally cursing God, and I turned my back, and it's just like I retreat. I retreated so far. I pulled back my energy from connecting to God so far back that I was angry at him, right? And I would have friends calling day in and day out. Girl, I understand how you feel, and for some reason, you telling me you understand, not really doing nothing for me. And I here to tell you guys the reason why people are wrong. You can't fill that hole. The one being that could have helped me at that point in time, I subtracted myself from being in that spiritual connection with God. I pull it back. So I was left to, besides being hurt, I was angry, because there are different stages in griefs, right? We have the sadness, we have the anger, we have the acknowledgement, we have different stages, right? The 5 stages of grief. So I was stuck in the angry and hurt phase for so long that God had to humble me. Because when I realized, like, my father, who I love, couldn't fill the hole. I had a son, he still couldn't fill the hole. Like, what is going on? Like, guys, what is going on? I was really getting mentally sick. And I would try to be present, and I would just break down, feel like pieces of me just falling. I felt like I keep sticking back this piece here and all here falling out. So it's like I keep trying to, I was in a mental disarray for a while. Nothing had color. Nothing could have filled that void of losing someone so close. It was like something ripped, like, it's like a hole, not a neat hole. It's like somebody take their hand and push it in your chest and rip it out, and all the strings that was attached were pulled. It was different. It's a different level of pain. And I'm here to tell you guys that a day I had to start to go back to work, because I mean, nobody can mind me. I'm a big person, I'm an adult. So reality set in, like, like, what am I really doing? Because I stayed away from work for a while, and I just, yeah, so I stayed away from work for a while, and a day, one of my cousins, guys, excuse the rain, a day one of my cousins reached out, and he sent a gospel for me. And remember, I told you guys I was very annoyed and angry with God, right? So I wasn't in a space to hear any gospel. And on WhatsApp, you don't get to see the name of music, you just get to be like audio. And I just pressed play, and I had to go, something fell, and when I pressed play, no, if I was sitting down and that gospel came in, I would have probably exit off on this, But as I pressed play, something fell, and I walked to get up to go pick it up. And I keep hearing this, like, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. And I just break down and started to cry. Like, I was weeping. And I just felt like this warm presence just covered me. And I said, God, help me. God, help me, because I am dying. I am dying on the inside, and I don't think I can come out from how deep this pain and suffering is. Whatever it is, I don't know. I have known pain my entire life, but this was different. And God, I don't know how to come out. I don't know how to feel like me again. I don't know what has happened, but I need you. And I never felt, I don't know, listen, I am not a pastor, and I am not here to make you guys feel that, Kemba playing preacher, or Kemba this and that, but I'm here to tell you that many times I have seen that God is so real. I have felt him, I have seen him, I have heard him, and Nobody could come and tell me, no, I don't disrespect your religion. I don't believe in religion, however. I don't disrespect any religion. And it's just, it's what it is. But I felt something warm covered me. And I remained again on the floor, rocking back and forth. I know you guys would have noticed that's something I do. That's when I'm feeling very, very, very vulnerable. Very open. I tend to rock myself back and forth, and I already know that, again, I would have had to comfort myself from abandonment years ago, you know. So when I'm vulnerable or going through something, I tend to rock, you know. But I remain there, and I just listen to that song on repeat. And that night would have been the first night I would have ever dreamed my brother since his passing, right? And you know, that would have been the second time, but that time when he came, I remember him walking through. I slept that night facing the wall, away, like my back turned from the room. So I slept facing the wall, and he came through the back door, and he was like, Nade. And I remember getting up in the dream from facing the wall. And I turned around and I was like, hey, Junior. And he smiled and he said, I come to see you, you know, and tell you, okay, good, you know. And then he looked through the living room, and I remained watching him. I was like, and then I stepped back and I watched him, and I say, Junior, who killed you? And he rocked back and he say, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm good enough. I said, Junior, you know I love you, right? You know I love you so much. And he was like, sorry. He was like, I know you love me. I just come to let you know I'm good. Don't keep, literally, don't keep going on like this because I'm good. And wherever you do, just don't keep like this, right? And he hugged me. And when I hug him tight, and I say, you know, I don't want to let go. And he was like, I had to go now, right? I had on a white shirt and black pants and a red rag and a Clarks on my foot. I haven't smiled for 6 months, really, since my brother had passed, right? I hadn't smiled from the heart. But the next day, when I prayed and explained to God how sorry I was to repent, how sorry I was, because I knew better, but I was so coming from a distorted place, I didn't do better. And I went to God and said, God, I am so sorry for cursing your name and denouncing you. Sorry guys, my son here. Hi babe. Yes, I saw it, right? I saw it. Mommy's doing a video.
Mommy, come try.
Okay, just know some, right? And I tell God, I said, you know, I'm really, really sorry for denouncing you. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, I knew God loved me, because even when I cursed at his name, he never denounced me. He kept blessing me. He kept blessing me. I come and I had my son, and he kept showing me that, listen, I understand. He's such an understanding God, and it's like, no one can tell me that he's not real. And the way to cope with loss, guys, is really only through him. He's really a way maker. He's really a comforter. He's really a miracle worker. No human being can help you when you are going to cope with loss. And a lot of guys would say, yes, talking about it, talking to someone, yes, could release the build up. But when it comes to working through and really healing, it is only God. Whoever you pray to is only the true divine spirit can assist you. There is no one can comfort you, not your husband, not your sister, not your mommy, not your daddy, not your cousin. Right? And that is the true way. Go through the emotions and be honest with yourself. Okay, so the real ways to deal with loss is 1, acknowledge the pain and go through the emotions. 2, really don't bottle up. Confront the emotions. Right? Confront the emotions. 3, always go to God. Seek God. If you haven't been seeking Him, it's okay to go to God when you reach in that state and start. It's never too late. Right? I learned the hard way, and I believe that all these things that I did, my real purpose is to let you guys know. I really had to start this channel to let you guys know there's a lot of loss we are dealing with. A lot of people getting murdered, getting died. I know some of you are dealing with loss, and it's not easy, and we feel alone on top of it. And the truth is, we are not alone. It is okay to feel alone, but we are not alone. And it's only when we're ready to truly heal and go to God, you would realize that is the only person can comfort you. No friend can hug you and say, like, girl, I understand what you're feeling like. And a day with you and rocking with you. Yes, and we all appreciate it, but the real truth is, only God can do that kind of healing, because trust me, to live in mental and spiritual entrapment is not nice. It's not nice at all. Right? So guys, this is my message for you today. I know I keep saying, and I need to stop saying what I'm going to talk about in my next video, because I go wherever my spirit lead me. I am very eccentric, and if I feel to talk about the weather today, that's what I'm going to do, because I am not leading anything. I am being led to do, I am being led. And again, I'm not playing no pastor. I am the same Kemba. I do curse. I am lit. But this, I am a tall glass of water. I come with depth. I come to quench your thirst. I'm with you to nourish you guys. And yes, we would have fun. There will be a lot of topics to be talked about. And those who know me know I can real talk. I can real talk. I don't insult all there is, okay? But guys, that's the real way to deal and cope with loss. And trust me, I started to pick up myself. It's something that doesn't go away. It doesn't, because our brain is like this big memory card that just brings, like a Facebook. Hey, you got a memory here, and it can trigger you. It's not going to go away, but trust me, you're going to be a lot better off. It's like a C-section, when you get a C-section, well, to those who have C-sections, even when the cut look like it healed, you still had to be on the outside, they say the inside is raw. So, it's a process. Forgive yourself for going through the process. Take how much time you need to. Don't rush the process. How I might heal, you mightn't heal. Don't judge yourself. And don't allow other people to judge you, neither. You take as long as you need and rely on God, and trust me, that wouldn't be a time to be studying anybody but you. You are important, you are loved, you are cherished, you are valuable, and I'm going to keep saying this at the end of every video. You are loved, you are cherished, you are valuable, you are very important, and you will have abundance. I'm sending light and love to all of you, and most important, I'm sending wisdom and direction, protection and guidance to you guys' homes, to you guys' children, your loved ones, and we are all here for each other. But most importantly, know that God is always available and receptive to each and every one of you. Alright, guys? Thank you for stopping by your favorite quality time channel. Alright? See you guys later. Bye.